Matt Hooper from Life Worship, and I want to tell you the story behind the song, Dance Again. There's an incredible lady in our church called Amanda Varty. She's been in our church for years. She was wrestling with a very debilitating illness called ME, and I'd just like to let her tell her story.
When people meet me for the first time, they're slightly startled because the first thing they notice are the scars on my face. But what they don't see initially is all the healing that is laying behind those scars. I was there, I was holding Steve's hand and we were praising God. And as I did that, this strength came into my body. I sat upright and I remained sitting upright for an hour and a half. And then I realised that I was holding my arms in the air in worship. These were arms that couldn't normally lift a fork to my mouth. There was an 8-month period where, when I was in church, the strength would come into my body, but the moment I left church, the strength would drain away. And I am so glad I persevered, because in April 2012, I went into church, I was prayed for, and I got out of my wheelchair and I walked. We literally, when we used to pray every day, we would picture that we would dance together. Dancing meant so much because it was everything that being bedbound wasn't. It was full of life and energy and joy. I managed to struggle to a worship service at church, and as I began to worship God, this amazing energy filled me. I pushed the walking frame aside and then I began to dance. When everything looks so hopeless, when it looks like this is going to be the rest of your life and what is happening right now feels unbearable, just believe in a God who can turn any circumstance around. Now hope is a much easier thing because I've seen God come through. And so now when I believe for the scabs on my face to heal, then that is easier than it was in the early days, because I know how faithful God is and I know that truly, truly nothing is impossible for Him.
For so many of us, we live between the promise that God gave us and the realization of that promise. There's a big gap sometimes for us to live in. But what we do in that gap, our reasonable response ought to be praise. He never changes. He's always faithful. And we have to approach sovereign God with that mindset. When your heart is breaking, praise Him.